Welcome to Bidnik Tutors YouTube channel. In this channel, we will be breaking down topics of each science subject in order for you to have a better understanding of each topics. Because as a teacher, we believe that every student should understand fully every topics they are being taught. So, in order not to miss out on any of our videos, because all the videos we'll be uploading are very important, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, like and share. We also have a Telegram channel where you can communicate with us, ask us questions, and meet with other educators. The link of our Telegram channel is in our YouTube bio and comment section. Now, say these after me. I understand mathematics. I understand physics. I understand chemistry. I understand further math. That is a spirit. Basic tutors. Excellence is our word. Amazing people. Welcome once again to Basic Tutors YouTube channel. Oh yes, the channel where we upload educative content you can actually learn from. Yes, and we've been uploading a lot of content. We've uploaded a lot of videos you can actually learn from. And to everyone who subscribed, thank you so much. We love and we celebrate you. If you are watching this video for the first time and you're yet to subscribe, please do well to use the subscribe button. That subscribe button does not bite. Thanks as you do so. Now, this is grade 8 or JSS2 mathematics. Now we've done, this is chapter 2, okay, this is chapter 2. Now we've done chapter 1, so if you are yet to watch the video for chapter 1, go and do that right away, okay, go and do that right away. And please ensure you watch our videos well before you download it. If you want to download it, please ensure you watch the video first. Test what you are watching, if what you are watching is really what you want, yes, before you download it. Thank you as you do so. Now this is indices, index number. This tells you how many times the base number has been multiplied by itself. This tells you how many times the base number has been multiplied by itself. Okay, so now when you talk about base number, this is a number which is number like 2, number like 3, number like 4, whole numbers. Okay, these are what bases. You get it now. Now when you talk about power, power is different from bases. Power is this, something that is raised to power. You get it now? So this is the power and this is the base. So now we are asked to write the following in index form. So let's write the following in index form. So let's start with the first one. 3 times 3 times 3. That's the first one. So now let's count it. It appears, the base appears how many times? 1, 2, 3. So that is this 3 raised to power the amount of time that it appears, which is 3 times. Okay, that's simple. So now let's move to the second one. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals 2. So let's count the times in which the base appear. 1, 2, 3, 4. It appears how many times? 4 times. So we are going to what? Put the power, the amount of what? The times in which the base appear, which is 4 times. So the next one is 64. So now what gives us 64? 8 times 8. 8 times 8 gives us 64. So now let's do that. And that is 8 times 8. And how many times does this 8 appear? Twice. It appears twice, which is what? 1 and 2. Are you seeing it now? So now let's go to 36 now. So what and what can give us 36? What can give us 36? 6 and 6, which is 6 times 6. When you multiply 6 and 6, you're going to get 36. So now we now have 6 times 6. So 6 raised to power how many times? 1, 2. It appears how many times? 2 times. Alright, that is 6 raised to power 2. So 2 and 6. What and what can give us 2 and 6? We can just divide this one by 2 so we can know the amount. So now 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 1 is impossible, so you put a 0. So 2 divided by 16 is what? 8. Okay, so that gives us 8. So that is 108 times 2. Okay, so we're going to keep breaking it down till we get to the lowest amount. Okay, so now what else can give us what? 108. What can we break down? So what and what can give us 108? Okay, so let's do it again. 108 divided by 2, that is 10 divided by 2 is 5, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that shows 54 times 2 times 2. So we are still going like that. So now, what else can give us 54? Okay, what can give us 54? That is what? 27 times 2. 27 times 2 times 2 times 2. So now let's break it down. What can give us 27? Now we can count 3 times, okay? Or we can just say 27 divided by 3, because even number cannot go. So you get it. That's only what? Only 3 can go in 27. So that is what? 27 divided by 3, that is 9. Okay, so that is what? 9 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. We can still go further. So what can give us 9? 3 times 3. Very good. So that is what? So that is 3 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. Good. So from here now, we can now say, so we have 1 3 1 2 1 3 1 2 1 3 1 2. So we can just bring them together. That would be 3 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 3 times 2. Okay, 3 times 2 is what? 6. Times 3 times 2 is what? 6. Times 3 times 2 is what? 6. Good. So 6 comes appears how many times? 6 appears 3 times. So 6 raised to power 3 will give us 216. I'm so sure you understand the way we break it down now. So that is how to solve a question like this. If you don't understand or you have a question, do well to use the comment section below. Let's move to another aspect now. So amazing students. So now this is another aspect here. Okay. So now the first one is this. Find the value of 9 raised to power 2. Find the value of 9 raised to power 2. So now we are going to count 9 how many times? 2 times. Okay. That is 9 times 9. And 9 times 9 is what? It's 1. Very good. So now we have what? 6 raised to power 4. How many times are we going to count 6? 4 times. Let's do that. 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. Okay. So now 6 times 6 is 36. 36 times 6 will give us the next number. Then times 6. That's what? 1296. 1296. Now, so now index with a decimal or a fraction. Index with a decimal or a fraction. So how many times are we going to count this? This is 4.5 times 4.5 times 4.5. Alright, so now when you calculate this, what we use is 1.125. 91.125. So now we have to find the value of the following. Find the value of the following. So we have 0.2 raised to power 4. Let's calculate it now. To do this, we are going to do this way. This is 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2. So now we can just pick the first two. We can pick the first two and what? Multiply it. So wherever we get, we are going to multiply it with the second one. So let's do that now. So to multiply it, one of the ways in which you can multiply something like this. Let's do that now. This is 0.2, 0.2. So instead of multiplying it with the decimal, you can just remove the decimal. Okay, the decimal point. So once we are done calculating it, we are going to impute the decimal point. So this is 2 times 2, this is 4. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 times 2, it will move to this second one. It's 0. 0 times 0 is 0. So that is 4, 0, 0. So now I want to put the decimal point now. So now it was out that the decimal point was meant to be here. So now you are going to count the numbers before the decimal point, which is 1 and 2. So this is 1 and 2. So that will be what? 1 and 2. Then we'll put the decimal point here. Okay, so that will be 0.04. So now let's sort this out too. When you multiply this and this, which we just did, you'll get this. Okay, so now let's now multiply everything now. So now let's now calculate everything. That will be 0.04. I told you I was going to move the decimal point. So once we are done multiplying it, we are going to return decimal point. So that is 4 times 4 is 16. Put 6 remainder 1. 4 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 4 times 0 is 0. The next one is this. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. Then the next one is this. 0 times 4. It will be in the third word. Third line. 0 times 0. 0 times 0. Okay, so we are true. So that is 6. 1. 0, 0, 0. So now the decimal point is meant to be here. That is 0 point. It's meant to be here. Okay, the decimal point is meant to be here. So now I'm going to calculate all the numbers before the decimal point. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the numbers before the decimal point, which is meant to be here, is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's count now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we put our decimal point here. It is very simple. So that is how to calculate when you have decimal points. So that is how to calculate when you have decimal points, and that is what is being done here also. Alright, I'm so sure you understand this. So now let's move to another aspect. Thanks to those who watched to this particular period, we so much appreciate it. So let's move on now. Now this is another aspect now. So now let's finish this. This is 2 over 5, okay, raised to power 5. So now let's calculate it. So we are going to count the what? The numerator and denominator 5 times. So that is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 3, 4, 5. So this is also 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Alright. So now we're going to multiply everything. The numerator first. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16. And this is 32 over 5 times 5, 25. This is also 25. That is 6 to 5 times 5. When we multiply everything, which is the denominator, we are going to get 3,125. Alright, so now we are done with that now. It is very simple. So now let's move to this one now. So now to calculate this, if you observe, they all have different base, okay? So now, and different power. So now let's calculate it now. So that will be, so 3 raised to power 3 times 5 raised to power 2 times 2 raised to power 2. This power tells us the amount of times that this base are going to be counted. So now that will be 3 times 3 times 3. So we've got it with what? This 3 now is raised to power 3, so we're going to count it 3 times, and we've done that. This 5 is raised to power 2, so we count it 5 times. That is 5 times 5 times. So now this 2 is raised to power 2, so how many times are we going to count it? 2 times. So that is 2 times 2 times 2. So 3 times 3 is what? 9. Times 3, that is 27. 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 2 is 4. Alright, so now 27 times 25 times 4 will give us 100. So that is 27 times 25 times 4 is 100. So now we have 2 zeros. We just add 2 zeros to this 27. That is what? 20,000. So that is 2,700, because we just add 2 zeros to this. So this is how to solve a question like this. Simple as that. Now we have this now. We have this, which is 3 raised to power 3 divided by 4 raised to power 2. And that is 3 times 3 times 3. Now what do you see in division? So we are going to divide it. So that will be 4 times 4. So we are counting it 2 times. 3 times 3, 9 times 3 is 27. 4 times 4 is 16. So now 27 divided by 16, when you count it, you discover that it can go once. but it's going to remain. So that's what this denominator will come here. Alright, so now when you count 27, there's a part, it's going to, it is what? It will give you one remainder, a particular number. So how are we going to know? Let me show you how to do that. 16 times 1 is 16. Multiply that 16 from here. So that is 27 minus 16. When you multiply it, what will you get? You get 11. Okay, that is how to know it. Alright, so 27 divided by 16 will come once. Then this 16, this denominator, you bring it down here. So 16 times 1 is 16, because we want to know what the numerator will be. So this is 16. We are going to what? Subtract 16 from 27. We get 11. So that is how to solve a question like this. Thank you. We are moving to another aspect now. People. So now this is law of indices. Law of indices. So now multiplying powers with same base. Multiplying powers with same base. Multiplying powers with same base. Okay, so now there are two different ways in which we can solve this question. We have the longest method, we have the long method, we have the short method. So using the two methods in this one to solve this particular question. So now let me split it. So at this aspect here is the long method. So now let's start. So we have 3 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 4. Alright, let's solve it now. So we already know how to solve this. We already know that 3 will count 3 times. We count this 3 times. That is 3 times 3 times 3. Then the next one is 3. How many times? 4 times. That is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Alright, so now how many times do we have this 3? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this 3 appears how many times? 7 times. So that will be what? 3 raised to power 7. So this is for the long method. So let's continue. So now we have x raised to power 5 times x raised to power 3. Okay, so let's do this now. So x will appear how many times? 5 times. That is x times x times x times x. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, times another x. So the next one is what? X will appear how many times? 3 times. Okay, x times x times x. Alright, so now let's count how many times we what? Multiply this x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this appear how many times? 8 times. So that will be what? X raised to power 8. Very simple. So now the last one is what? This. That will be 7 raised to power 5 times 7 raised to power 2 times 7 raised to power 4. So now let's do that. 7 will appear how many times? 5 times here. 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. So that's for the first one. The second one is how many times? 2 times. 7 times 7 times 7. Oh, 2 times. Okay. Alright. So now this is for the second one. The last one is how many times? 4 times. Alright. 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. You see the way I'm doing it? Yeah, so that you won't be confused. Alright? So now let's count the amount of times that we want to multiply 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright? So that is how many times? 11 times. So that is 7 raised to power 11. This is for the long method. So now let's use the short method now. Let's use the short method now. So now we have 3 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 4. So now the reason why we can use this method here is because we have the same base. If we have different base, you won't be able to use this particular short method. We have to resort to the long method. Okay, so now let's use this now. So since it's what? Multiplication. In law of indices, multiplication is addition. In law of indices, multiplication is addition. Multiplication is addition in law of indices. Okay, so now that's why we are going to add the power. So since they are the same base, we just pick one base. So that will be 3. Okay, so 3, since it's multiplication, it is going to be addition. So I'm going to be adding the power. So that is 3 plus 4. You say, oh, this simple. I love this formula. I love this method. Now you can hear someone shouting, I love this method. Alright, that is simple. So now the next one is x raised to the power 5 times x raised to the power 3. So this is x. So now 5. So as I told you earlier, multiplication is addition. So we are adding the power. Oh, so simple. Yes, so simple. And that is because we have the same base, so don't forget. So now we have 7 raised to the power 5 times 7 raised to the power 2 and 7 raised to the power 4. Alright, so same base, so let's add the power. 5 plus 2 plus 4. So that will give us, when you add up everything, 7 raised to the power 11. As simple as A, B, C. Alright, let's move to another aspect now. Thank you for watching to this particular period. Thank you. God bless. If you have any question, do well to use the comment section below. Some people, oh yes, I'm still here. Don't mind that the video is long. We just have to compile everything together, okay? So don't want to be doing it in parts. We just have to finish everything in one video. And I'm so sure you're enjoying the video. Thank you. Alright, now, dividing power with same base. If you look at it now, we have the same base and what different power. Okay, so we are dividing now. So now, how are we going to solve it? We're using two methods to solve it. So we're using the long method and the short method. Alright, so now, solution. For the first one, we have 4 raised to the power 5 divided by 4 raised to the power 3. So let's use the long method now. So that was 4 5 times. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Complete. Divided by 4, how many times? 3 times. 4 times 4 times 4. Alright, so let's divide now. So 4 cancel this 4. 4 cancel this 4. 4 cancel this 4. So we are left with how many 4? 1, 2. Just 2. So that is 4 raised to power 2. Alright, so now this is for the second one now. We have x raised to power 7 divided by x raised to power 3. Alright. Alright, so let's do the magic now. So we are going to count this 7 times. 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are going to divide it by so now divide by what's x? How many times? 3 times. X times x times x. Alright, so let's do that now. This cancel this. This cancel this. This cancel this. So how many x do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is x raised to power 4. It's that simple. So let's do the second method now. So now, I told you that we can only apply this in what when we're having same base. Yes, we can also use it here when we're having different base, but there's a different way in which we can do it. Alright, let's do that now. So we have x raised to power 7 divided by x raised to power. Okay, we have 4 raised to power 5 divided by 4 raised to power 3. So now, division in law of indices is subtraction. Division in law of indices is subtraction. So now it is different from multiplication, alright? So it is subtraction. So now let's solve it now. We have 4 raised to power 5 divided by 4 raised to power 3. So they have the same base, that will be 4. Then the power, we are going to subtract the power. So when you subtract 3 from 2, that will be what? 4 raised to power 2. Alright? It's covered that they are the same. Yes, that's simple. Very simple. Alright, so we have x raised to power 7 divided by x raised to power 3 equals to, they have same base, we are just picking 1. So that will be 7 minus 3. That's simple. 7 minus 3. That's simple. X raised to power 4. Alright, so let's quickly solve these two now. So we'll be solving it in two ways. So now the long method, the long method. Now to solve this, so that will be what? 816 divided by 2y. So we are starting with this. So this is 816 divided by 2y. So let's do that. That will be 8 times, we'll count y 6 times. Y times y times y times y times y times y. Are you seeing it now? Okay. So now we have 2. How many times the y appear one? Just once. That is y. So now 2 can go in 8. So when you divide 8, when you say 8 divided by 2, it give us 4. Alright? So we have only just one y that will cut each other. So how many y do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be what? 4y raised to power 5. That's simple. So let's do the second one now. 5p raised to power 4 divided by 10p raised to power 2. So that will be 5 times p times p times p times p, okay? Divided by 10. How many times did this p appear? Twice. That is p times p. Alright, so this is 5 here 1. 5 can go in 10, so that is 10 divided by 5 is 2. Alright, so now this p cancel p, this p cancel p. So how many p are we left with? Just 2. So that will be what? 1 over 2p square. Okay, that's simple. So now let's do the short method now. Short method. Short method. So that is 8y6 divided by 2y. So how are we going to do this? So we'll just do it like this. 8y raised to power 6 divided by 2y. Alright, so this 8, these 2 will cancel this, that is 4. Alright, so that will be, I think that division is always what? Division is always subtraction. So that will be, we have what? 4y6 divided by y. Okay, so when you divide this, this is what we got. So we can just change this to 4y, because we have the same base now. We now have the same base, so we can just go on to what? To subtract. So there's one here that we cannot see. There's always a 1 that we cannot see, and that is why it is like this. So that is 4y raised to power 5. Alright, so now let's move to the next one, which is 5p raised to power 4 divided by 10p raised to power 2. So that will be 5p raised to power 4 divided by 10p raised to power 2. Are you seeing it now? So 5 can go here, so that will be 1 divided by 2. So we can just turn it to be 1 over 2 p4 divided by p2. Okay, so now we can now continue. We can now say 1 over 2 p4 minus 2. So that will be 1 over 2p square. It's as simple as that. Now let's move to the next one now. Let's solve this question. So this is under power of 0. We are still under law of indices. We are still under law of indices. The first one is multiplication of the same base. Okay. The second one is what? Division of the same base and of what? Different base. And this one, the third one is what? Power of 0, which is what we want to solve now. So now let's solve this now. We can use 2 methods for this. So we can use 2 methods for this. So now for the first method, so that is A is what? 5 raised to power 4 divided by 5 raised to power 4. And that means we count 5 4 times. So that will be 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 divided by 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Alright, so let's divide. This is 5 here 1, 5 here, 5 here. So they all cancel. So we only left with what? 1. So our answer here is 1. Alright, so that's for the first method for A. Now for B now, we have x raised to power 5 divided by x raised to power 5. So let's count x 5 times. X times x times x times x. Alright, times x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we divide it now. X how many times again? 5 times. X times x times x times x times x. So let's cancel it out. This cancel this, this cancel this, this cancel this, this cancel this, this cancel this. Same thing is also what? 1. And that is for the first method. So now let's use the second method now. Second method. Second method. So now I told you that division is always what? Subtraction. So that will be 5 raised to the power 4, 5 raised to the power 4. So that will be 5. Because they have same base, we are picking one base. So we are going to subtract the power. 4 minus 4. So that is 5 raised to the power 0. Power of 0. But any number raised to the power 0 will always be 1. Okay? So that is where this particular law is what is being applied in the second method. Any number raised to the power 0 is 1, you see, and that's why we also got 1 here. So now the next one is also x raised to the power 5, x raised to the power 5. They have the same base, different power, so that will be what? The same power also. So 5 minus 5, so that is x raised to the power 0. I told you any number raised to the power 0 is 1. Good. So now let's move to negative indices. Negative indices. Alright, so we'll just be using one method to solve this. Alright, so let's solve it. So we have 3 raised to the power 4 divided by 3 raised to the power 6. Alright, so they have same power, same base, so that will be 3. So this is 4. And that's why division is subtraction minus 6. So we have 3 raised to the power minus 2. And whenever you are faced with any number raised to the power minus 2, we can change it and it will be 1 over 3 raised to the power 2. Okay? So it is either you say 3 raised to the power minus 2 or we change it to 1 over. So this minus will be removed. So it shows that I want to remove the minus. That's why we change it to 1 over 3 raised to the power 2. And if you observe, there is no minus here because it is now what? 1 over. Alright? So let's move to the second one now. This is x raised to the power 3 divided by x raised to the power 4. So that will be same base, alright? So that will be x 3 minus 4. So that will be x raised to the power 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So what are you going to do? We can change it to 1 over x. So we are not going to put the 1 because whether we put the 1 or not, it's still 1 over x. It's still x. Alright, so that's how to solve a question like this. If you have any question, do well to use the comment section below. I'm so sure you are enjoying this class. Thank you. People said evaluate in index form. Evaluate in index form. Alright, so now let's do that now. So let's start with the first one. 7 over 8 raised to the power 5 divided by 7 over 8 raised to the power 8. Alright, so now we have this now. If you observe, they are what? The same base. So we just pick one base. So that will be 7 over 8. So now I thought that division is what? Subtraction. So let's pick the power now. We'll subtract the power minus 8. So this is 7 over 8 raised to the power minus 3. Okay, so let's move on now. So you know this is raised to the power minus 3. So that will be what? 1 over 7 over 8 raised to the power 3. Alright? So now we want to remove it. So now we'll still continue, alright? So that will be 1 divided by 7 over 8 raised to the power 3. Are you seeing it now? So it will be 1 divided by 7 over 8 raised to the power 3. So now this division will turn to multiplication. And when this division turns to multiplication, it will change this. So this will become the numerator and this will become the denominator. So that will be 1 times 8 over 7 raised to the power 3. And that gives us 8 over 7 raised to the power 3. It's as simple as that. Very simple. So now let's solve the next question now. Same base. So this is 4 raised to the power 5. And it's 4 raised to the power 4 raised to the power minus 3 times 4 raised to the power minus 10. So now they have the same base. So we just pick one base. And what is it? Multiplication is what? Addition. So we are going to add the power. So that will be 5. So this is 5 plus minus 3 plus minus 10. Alright? So that is equals to 4 raised to power. Plus times minus is always minus. So 5 plus times minus is minus 3. Plus times minus is minus. That is minus 10. So that will be 4 raised to power. 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 minus 10 is minus 8. So you can still write it as 1 over 4 raised to power 8. It's as simple as that. The reason why we move further in this one is because it is in index form. Okay? So that is why we moved further. Alright? So we can get our correct answer. So this is the answer for this one. I'm so sure you are enjoying our class. If you still have any question, please do well to use the comment section below. Let's move to the next aspect next. So now 4 raised to power minus 3 is the same thing as 1 over 4 raised to power 3. Very simple. So now let's move on. You can what? Multiply for how many times? 3 times. So we want to break this down now. Yeah. So that will be 4 times 4 times 4. Alright. So now 4 times 4 is 16 times 4, that is 64. Very simple. So let's do the second one now. So that will be B is 0.2 raised to power minus 4 equals to. So let's change this now. So that will be 2. When you move this is a point, you can move this point once, and that's why it will be 2 divided by 10, because you only move this point once. So that is 2 divided by 10 raised to power minus 4. So now 2 can go. So 2 divided by 2, 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that gives us 1 over 5 all raised to power minus 4. So we can change it to 1 over 5 raised to power 4. Alright? 1 divided this one. So there's a, I told you that whenever there's a minus 4, we change it to what? 1 divided by. So that will be 1 divided by 1 over 5. 1 divided by 1 over 5 raised to power 4. So now let's change this now. So this can also be written as 1 divided by 1 over 5 raised to power 4. So you can still also write it as 1 times 5 raised to power 4. Are you seeing it now? So this is 5 raised to power 4. And 5 is, we count 5 how many times? 4 times. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And when you multiply everything, you'll be getting 6 to 5. It's as simple as ABC. I'm so sure you're enjoying the class. So we are moving to the final aspect now. Thanks to you who watched this video to this period. Yes, this class has to be like this because we don't want to be dividing into parts. So that's why I want to finish it in just one video. Thank you. God bless. Aspect, and I said a power raised to another power. A power raised to another power. Alright, so now let's solve this question now. So this is A, which is 4 raised to power 3, 5. Alright, so now this 4 raised to power 3, we are going to count it 5 times. That will be 4 raised to power 3, 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 4 raised to power 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so now if you observe, they all have the same base. So we'll just pick one base. We'll pick one base, and that will be 4. So we are going to add up everything because it is multiplication. I thought that multiplication is always addition. So that will be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Alright, so that will give us, when you add up everything, you are going to get 15. Very simple. So the next one is this. X raised to power 2 raised to power 7. So that is also what? X raised to power 2 7 times. Raised to power 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the last one raised to power 2. Alright, so let's add up. That will be x because they are the same base. That is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 2. Alright, so that will be x raised to power 7. Alright, so we finalize our video for today. Alright, thank you so much for following us to this particular end. This video is moving to like almost 40 something minutes. Thank you, because I know you're enjoying our video. Yes, it is actually interesting. Mathematics is interesting, it's not difficult. To all of you watch this video to this end, thank you so much. And if you are just watching our video for the first time and you are yet to subscribe, you are really pissing us off and we're going to be hungry. Alright, thank you so much. Please do well to the subscribe button right now if you are yet to subscribe. Thank you. God bless you.